I'm back. Let's talk. Why I left tech to start a trash company. It's actually junk removal, but trash just sounds so much more dirty. I have decided to leave tech temporarily. Let's put that out there. It's clickbait. You know, I've been in tech for a really long time, and the pandemic really fucked things up for me, and the travel space. And you guys know that I'm working on Gypsy, or at least you should, which is a travel app. I'm gonna try walking around. I don't like standing still. So it got to the point of I needed to figure something out. I have a girlfriend, 2 kids, and I had no money left. I was talking to a friend of mine, but he's like, I know how you can make cash now. He told me about the junk removal space. He just told me about like how easy you can get to 3 trucks or 5 trucks and you could turn it into a multi-million-dollar business. He showed me screenshots for the years of how much money he was doing, and I just always was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I'm tech. I'm gonna be a billionaire through tech. Look at me. And I will be. He hit me up a year ago and he's like, let's do this together. He's like, Andrew, you run the marketing and advertising, you do the website, you do the ads, you do all that stuff, and I'll do phone sales, being on the physical truck until we get workers or employees to be on the truck. I'll do all the manual labor. So anyways, that was the plan. The plan did, however, go south. He also has a drinking problem. This is the first video watched of me. I talk about sobriety, addiction, entrepreneurship, business, tech, programming, money, and now junk removal. Anyways, I still needed to make money. I started the junk removal business without him. I had to, because I had no money left. Because I did so much research. I watched, when I get into something, I get into something. Like, I do so much research. I knew so much because of him already. I knew the business of like how he charged and what he did and where he got all of his leads. And then you go onto YouTube and there's just so much more. So I watched hours of content. If you guys end up getting the junk removal business, I watched Lugaway, Steve was his name, and then of course Sonoma Strong, Matt and JoJo, and then Junk Removal Authority, then a whole bunch of other various smaller YouTubers trying to also grow their channel, like I am right now, trying to grow my channel, talking about junk removal. I consumed probably at least 50 of their videos each, countless hours of research and studying, and I was like, oh my God, they had videos titled, How to Make $1,000 a Day. And that's when I really was like, okay, my friend wasn't lying. There are people doing $1,000 a day, you know, with pretty decent margins, killing it. Built a website using Wix. Wix is incredibly easy. You know, you don't even have to do any coding anymore. And if you guys know, I am a software engineer. Been programming. I started with websites when I was younger. Now I do iPhone apps. I built a VR game. I did a little bit of Unity and VR. I love coding. It's a very strong passion of mine. I did the entire Gypsy iOS app myself. And yeah, so I built out the website. I started posting ads on Craigslist. I found this company to post every day for me. I signed up on Thumbtack. I got on Google My Business. I had like 10 of my friends leave reviews. Thumbtack lets you do 10 outside reviews. Then I bought 10 verified reviews because I don't know if you know Thumbtack, but you don't just immediately jump to the top, at least in California. So what I did to spike it was I bought fake reviews from I got a whole bunch of resources, so don't worry, I will be sure to plug all my resources and teach you guys what I did. But I had Craigslist going, and then I had Thumbtack going, and then Google Maps, I started getting my reviews going on Google Maps, Thumbtack, and then Google Ads. So the very first month or so was pretty slow. Right, I had a couple, you know, I was doing, I got a job for a couple $100 and I was like, oh wow, okay. That took me like 10 minutes to load up, a couple $100. And then I just started getting bigger jobs. And I was like, holy crap, you know, like some days I'm doing $500 a day. And before you know it, once the Google ads are going, I got the Google ads going pretty well in my area. I was doing 500 a day or consistently, you know, and then 700 a day. Now I'm doing like a minimum of $1,000 a day. Granted, I'm spending anywhere from $200 to $500 a day on Google ads now. California is pretty competitive. I'm paying a lot, but I'm doing anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a day now, like consistently. Okay, I'm going on month 6. I have now got this junk removal business for the last 2 months in a row. Well, December I did 25,000. The month before that was like 15,000. The month before that was like 10,000. December was 20 to 25,000. Last month, January, was 43,000 gross. So I did very well for my 5th month. I'm hoping the 6th month does even better. Yeah, I left tech temporarily to build a business that actually brought me income, and it's doing incredibly well. And I'm going to keep expanding it. It was doing so well that we got a new truck. Went and financed a new truck, financed a dump trailer because I was renting a box truck. So yeah, that is how I started the junk removal business. And yeah, going on month 6, going really strong. And I now have 2 dump trailers, 2 trucks, and the yellow box truck still. I worked out a deal with the guy that since it broke down, I paid to fix the transmission, and now I'm paying him monthly to keep the box truck. The first 2 days of February, we did over $1,000 both days. I will say this though, you've got to be a master with the phone. And I still think I suck ass. Like, I'm getting better. I've watched so much training videos on how to do phone sales. The hardest thing is when I get single item requests, like, hey, can you come get my washer? And it sucks because like a lot of them are like, think it's free. And then some people are just like, at my minimum 125, they're like, 125 to come get a washer, dude? No way. And it's just like, you have to have a minimum. And a lot of the minimum, you know, it doesn't matter who calls me, I'm paying for that clicker call. And it costs me on average about 45 to 60 bucks per phone call. And it's expensive. So, and I get like 5 to 10 phone calls a day. Do the math. The other day I spent 520 bucks on ads. Some days I spend 300, some days I spend 600. That is why I temporarily left tech to start a junk removal business. So my goal is to get to 5 trucks by June. Each truck doing a minimum of 20K per month gross. So that would be $100,000 gross per month. The margins are pretty high. After I've paid out dump fees, gas, insurance, employees, my margins are about 40% profit. You know, and that doesn't include paying me, so I still have to pay myself. So add another truck, do the same math. Another truck pulls in. If each truck pulls in 20K, it's safe to say each truck will 20K gross, 6 to 7K. That's a worst case too. That's a bad. If you're running your ads right, that's a bad month. That's a bad run for a truck if you do less than 20K. So if I can do 2 trucks, bringing in a minimum of 40 and 14K profit, 3 trucks, 60K, 21K profit, 4 trucks, yeah, 80K, 5 trucks, 100K, and this is 100K minimum, right? That'd be 35K profit. Get a manager, a supervisor, a better CEO to keep growing it. I go back to tech. Oh, check out my hoodie, by the way. Jedi Junk Removal. That is the company right there. I am gonna rename it though, because I'm gonna run into trademark issues. That is kind of the plan, is to scale junk removal to 5 trucks by summer, but ultimately to get to 20 trucks in LA, 20 trucks in California. My goal is to get back to Gypsy though by summer, to launch by next year. And the funny thing is, guys, the really funny thing is right when I hit rock bottom and had no money and then I started the junk removal business, 1 month later I raised 50,000 for Gypsy, and we still have that 50,000 just sitting waiting to be used for marketing. So basically I'm going to end it with this. I am starting a junk removal company, and I'm still going to talk about tech, but I'm going to be talking a lot about the junk removal company, how I'm going to scale it, how I'm going to grow it, all that stuff. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And that's that. Toodles!